he used.
Technology. You got some oils there in front of you.
So as I said, this week's podcast is brought to you in part by not smoking. Not smoking. What a great way to save so much money. So the problem with quitting smoking is it sucks. There's two real components to it. One is the nicotine, of course, and the other is just the act of doing something. You know, the physical ritual of actually smoking. So that's why it was recommended to me by another podcast guest, Jason V. Jones. Start vaping, man. Vape instead. Because what he's done is he started at 6 milligrams, which is middle of the road. He's already down to 3, and I know other people who are already down to 0. As in, it's just water vapor with flavor.
Yeah.
And so he helped me. You know, it's like your first time getting sushi, you got to have a tour guide. So he helped me pick this out. It's I don't know, PII or P2 or whatever that is.
Base for a lightsaber is what
Yeah.
it is.
Well, and it's got 2 big-ass lithium-ion batteries in it. So this lasts ages, and I've got 2 spare ones. The the batteries are kind of expensive. They're like $10 each, and there's 2 in here. So This whole thing was like $225.
Yeah.
Which is, and that includes the charger and the spare batteries. But I figure if you go half-ass, you won't know if it's going to work. And if it does work, then you got to upgrade and you're spending even more money. So what I did, then the question is, well, how much does it cost compared to smoking? So what I did is I bought a couple to get me started.
Yep.
And then I bought, I wanted to find a reliable seller online, and you search and the sites are hard to navigate. You don't know anyone's reputation. So I bought one through eBay.
Yeah.
Because I knew if I had a problem, they'd make it right, and the guy's more worried about his feedback than anything else. Ordered it. It was like $12. Now at the shops, it's $22 to $23 to $29.
Yeah. Have you been down to the place down on Main Street?
Yes, that's where I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
vape. Yeah.
Yeah, next to the dog store.
They're very friendly and, helpful. So something like this will cost you $22 to $29 at a vape shop. So I bought one for $12, and I was like, well, if it sucks, it was $12, and it didn't. So I went back to the company and I bought a 5-pack, and I didn't know what any of the flavors were, so I just kind of ballparked it, and I got 5 flavors here. And the site I went to is thirstycoils.com, and I couldn't find what I was looking for. I emailed the guy. He emailed me right back. Boom. He goes, get me the order in the next, I think, 2 or 3 hours. It'll go out today. And he just sends it USPS, but you get it in like 2-3 days, depending where you live. So I did some like cinnamon cookie custard pebbles. This one is my absolute favorite because it tastes like cereal, like fruity pebbles. It's so cool. And then tasty rainbow. I don't exactly know what that is. Mango peach, and then frozen mango. So it's got a hint of mint. And I don't know. It's so cool. And I recommend Thirsty Coils. They're not a sponsor of this show. And if you tell them that I sent you, they'll say, who?
Who?
They'll say, that's great. Is your order complete? Because I don't know what you're talking about, but great. Thank you. So yeah.
Here's a little thing about me is I had asthma when I was younger, and I can't put liquid
really?
Yeah, in my lungs. Yeah, I just cannot handle it.
That's weird, because for me, I also have asthma, but this has actually helped me. And what's nice is I can walk up a flight of stairs without getting winded now.
Really?
Yeah. So overall, I'm quite happy. I don't wheeze as much. Son of a bitch.
That looked like a lizard just crawling across the table. So anyway, let's get back to this.
Yeah. So it's just great, and this is more powerful than you'd need, and it goes up to like 2.
Maybe what it is for me is I do like to take a big inhale like a cigarette for some reason.
Oh, so that's the other thing is the problem I've had with vaping before is that it's just not satisfying. It doesn't fulfill you. So at 6 milligrams, you're going to get a little burn in your throat. It's going to feel like smoking. Now it's not the same thing. But the beauty is, it's only been 3 weeks. And so, even though I've bought not 5 of these, I went back, because I was so happy, I went back and bought another 5. So I've actually got just a ton. I've got a supply that I think will last me into the first week of November. And if you don't count the cost of this, I'm already ahead of the game on money.
I know.
Yeah, I'm saving something like $2 a day on average, not counting all the savings.
Wow.
And I only have to go another, I think, 3 or 4 weeks before this is paid for. And from there out, it's just nothing but savings. So that's why I say the podcast is sponsored in part by not smoking. So yeah, that's exciting.
And
So-
I'm just probably going to continue to smoke because I enjoy that nice tobacco and nicotine flavor that goes right into my lungs and my throat. It makes my throat sound like this.
I know many smokers who haven't died.
Well, I do too, and the problem is I would like to cut down, but there's some days where I'll I mean, for the most part, I have never smoked more than a pack, 20 cigarettes in a 24-hour period. I have never been a 2-pack person. I'm not a 2-pack person. I like Tupac, but I'm not a 2-pack person.
Oh, I thought that's how it was pronounced. 2-pack shaker.
California, wow, wow. So anyway,
was an
so
inside job.
for me, I'm just not a fan of vaping. It's just not my thing. I enjoy smoking, but at the same time, I don't.
Right.
I really don't.
Yeah.
I wish I could because I would love to have more of a lung capacity. I would like to be able to breathe better.
Especially for voice work, I would think you would really want to do that.
Yeah, I make sure that I do gargle a lot with warm salt water. I drink a lot of water as often as possible. I mean, my voice has been what it is for a long time. As I get older, it is getting a bit more gruff. And
It does.
I'm hoping with that, with getting older, with my voice changing, that I will find my niche, in voice acting.
Sure.
And find that,
Sure.
Because this, to me, I can do all day long, and it doesn't hurt my throat. Right, it's one of those things. People
So just
can't do that.
people's ears.
Just people's ears. I've had it out enough of you, you fuck.